The community of Grand Bahama charged with helping to combat crime. A tertiary institution looking to make financial assistance easier to obtain. And hurricane preparedness a top priority for Grand Bahama Port Authority.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all. I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for tuning in. As the government continues to look at ways to tackle the issue of crime in the country, it would appear that some criminals are becoming more crafty in their quest to carry out illegal activities. A daring daylight robbery in a popular shopping and entertainment district on Grand Bahama recently has left many in a state of shock. Tonight, the leader of the Christian community is speaking out and says the entire community has a responsibility to play in the fight against crime. Italia Hall reports.
President of the Grand Bahama Christian Council, Reverend Dr. Robert Lockhart, says evil begins in the heart, and that is why he believes the church has a vital role to play in addressing the issue of crime. He says there are many churches on the island, and he's admonishing them to place greater emphasis on reaching out to the community.
Especially those persons that we know need major changes, and only God can bring those changes. I mean, how do you stop a guy that decides that I'm going to get up this morning, I'm going to rob somebody, I'm going to steal from a business? You know, only God can really stop that, because we react to that, but it's hard to preempt that because you don't know when and how it's going to happen.
The local clergyman says it's important to teach others the right way to live.
Teaching our children that young men or young women, that even if it's difficult and it's tough, stealing is never the way to go. Robbing someone is never the way to go. There are always other options to pursuing and accomplishing what you want to accomplish.
He believes everyone in the country has a role to play in the fight against crime.
By being vigilant, by never cooperating with those that would seek to pursue that direction. Whenever we see the possibility of crime, that we communicate with the police, that we cooperate, that we try in every way possible to fight crime along with the police and those responsible for keeping the community safe.
The president is encouraging every church in the country to adopt a community and spread the word of God. Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Italia Hall.
There is a concern about the issuance of scholarships for college students. There have been reports that many students have not yet received their scholarships as yet from the Ministry of Education for the new school year. The Minister of Education, the Honorable Jeff Lloyd, was asked about this concern while on Grand Bahama this week, and he admits that the entire scholarship system is a challenge.
The Scholarship Committee can only make a decision based on the results of the BGCSE, which we received last week. Schools have already started. Not only that, the U.S. Embassy requires you to give proof of your ability to pay for at least the first year. Those interviews have been going on since June and July, but parents are not able to say, I have a scholarship, or I have a grant, or I have some tuition assistance from the government, because we haven't been able to give them that answer. Why? Because the committee is sitting there waiting with 3,500 applications for BGCSE results.
And as for what will be done about the issue,
we're going to correct it. We are going to correct it. We are going to change it. I'm not going to say what we are going to do, because then you'll hold me and play this back. I know you all go on social media, but it will be corrected, because this, listen, this is the 21st century, man.
A local tertiary institution preparing for the start of the new school year. And tonight, officials are talking about plans to help students needing financial assistance. Sabrina Brown has the details.
Officials at Tarif College say they are working to make tertiary level education accessible to all. Founder Terrence Archer says while some students qualify for the Ministry of Education scholarship, there are others who require financial assistance. He says Tarif is in the process of forming partnerships to address this issue.
There are other organizations that we have approached, like the various credit unions, We have spoken with Omni, that has proven to be very favorable towards what we're trying to do in aiding students to receive financial assistance to attend schools.
Archer says Tarif wants to ensure that students do not have to delay their college education.
A lot of them, I should say, might not receive in a timely manner the approval from the Ministry of Education Scholarship Division, and that might hinder their start date to come to Tarif. Whereas a place like Omni, they give you fast turnaround once you qualify, and you have the means to make your monthly payments back to them. They do not retard the process at all. In fact, they work with us to see how they can best facilitate the students to facilitate us in receiving what we need to get them started.
Winifred Miller is the new administrator at Tarif. She says another focus now is on ensuring students are properly registered.
To apply here at Tarif College, one would only have to come in, fill out an application, bring in the following items, which would be your a passport size photo, a valid certificate, police certificate, your national insurance card, also a current passport. If you have any BJCs or BGCSEs, you should bring those as well. If you're from another college, then you should bring a transcript or have an official transcript sent to the college.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Now you can contact Tarif College at telephone numbers 225-4112 or 954-703-5692. In other news, the Free National Movement preparing to celebrate the 26th anniversary of the August 19th, 1992 general election victory with a church service on Sunday at New Mount Olive Baptist Church in Holmes Rock at 10 a.m. National Vice Chairman and the Chairman of the Grand Bahama Free National Council, David Thompson.
At that time, core FNM party faithfuls will be honored, one from each of our 5 Grand Bahama constituencies. From East Grand Bahama, Cyril Cox. From West End and Bimini, James Taylor. From Pine Ridge, Steve Burrells. From Marco City, Harold Johnson. From Central Grand Bahama, Albina Harding.
Thompson says that the FNM's rise to power during the 92 election ushered in a revival for Grand Bahama's economy, with major developments like the Freeport Container Port, the Grand Bahama Shipyard, and the redevelopment of the Lucaya Strip. He says the FNM administration is once again dedicated to restoring Grand Bahama's economy.
The intended purchase by the Menace administration of the 500-acre oceanfront Grand Lucayan Hotel, Resort, Casino, and Golf Course is an attempt to once again take the best option available in a difficult situation to ensure job opportunities in Grand Bahama for Bahamians. The government does not intend to operate or to manage the hotel, but at this time, the purchase will certainly prevent the closing of that facility that has more than 600 people employed at this time.
Once again, the FNM's 1992 victory anniversary service will be held on Sunday at the New Mount Olive Baptist Church in Holmes Rock at 10 a.m. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. There's more news right after this break.